Hey YouTube. Today I'm going to do a review on my Husqvarna M-ZT52 entry-level commercial zero-turn. Picked the unit up this year, this spring, 2015. So far it has approximately 45 hours on it. And no major problems yet. The only concern that I had was the safety switch on the seat. I weigh probably about 180 pounds, and every time I hit a decent-sized bump in the ground, the switch would cut out and it would kill the motor temporarily until I sat back on it. The dealer took care of that. They fixed it. They added some metal to the contact or did something like that to make it recognize that a person was still sitting on it. This mower comes with I opted with the Briggs & Stratton 26 horsepower endurance commercial motor, and so far it's been a great motor. Been used to a lot of the Kawasaki motors, but this time I wanted to go with the Briggs and see how they work. Couldn't find too many bad reviews online about it, so I went and pulled the trigger and bought this one. A couple $100 less than what the Kawasaki is, and I hope it lasts just as long. What else about the mower? The deck on it, I believe is 11 gauge steel, somewhere around there. Not the thickest, but for an entry-level machine, it works great. You know, it's standing up to the torment and of working throughout a full week of commercial properties and some residential properties. Only downside of the deck is this opening down here. Sorry about all the crud in the way. As you can see, the mower does get worked. The opening is kind of small, so what happens with that is you do end up getting a lot of clumping. Not a lot, but if you're cutting through some heavy grass, tall grass, wet grass, you will see some clippings turning into clumps. I might have to double cut it to disperse them a little bit better. But for what the mower is, being an entry-level machine, I don't think that the deck clumps up nearly as bad as you may think it would. I've been used to a lot of the 7-iron decks on John Deere's and, you know, the mulch on demand decks and all that, and they clump up too. Pretty much any machine's going to clump, from my experience up here in the Northeast with wet grass or tall grass. You're going to see that with most machines. The deck has multiple adjustments on it, 1/4 inch increments. I believe it goes from 1.5 inches all up to 4.5 inches, somewhere around there. It's foot activated, so you just press that level and set your height and release that tab, and it goes up and down. Real easy to operate. The machine came with I believe it's a 3400 series transmission. Let me check here. Oops, money in the machine. Yeah, ZT3400 commercial. Works great. It's not that touchy, so when you're on properties, I haven't seen too many tears in the ground, you know, the skids that you get from turning. So I've enjoyed that so far. Mower seems real easy to maintain. This little access port right here comes off easy with the knob there, and you can get to all your belts and pulleys and everything like that right there real easily. Machine's pretty quiet, has a lot of power. I can get through tall grass by raising the deck and, you know, double cutting it if need be, and it seems to power right through it with no problem, no bogging down, nothing like that. One of the main things I like about this machine is how bulky it is. The frame on it seems pretty large for being an entry-level machine. I took a look at a lot of the other entry-level machines, Bobcat, the Ferris, Snapper Pro, stuff like that, and nothing really seemed to compare to the size of this machine. The width of it, and it's just got a very aggressive stance for what it is. Another thing I recommend if you are looking at this machine is take a look at the commercial fleet package that Husqvarna offers. It's basically a program where if you buy certain attachments, they give a certain percentage, all the way up to 20% off of your entire package. And then they give you whatever percentage you choose. So if you got the 20% off, you can have the 20% off any Husqvarna equipment for the next 2 years. So it's an awesome deal, and I've been using it a lot lately and We're going to be purchasing some more equipment here in the next few weeks from our dealer, from some more Husqvarna equipment, and hopefully we'll be taking advantage of that 20% off. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Mower comes with a 5-gallon tank. Seems to last a pretty decent amount of time. It's pretty fuel efficient for being a carbureted unit. The only downside is not having a fuel gauge. You kind of got to keep your eye on the level so you don't run out, or at least carry a spare jug of gas with you so you don't get stuck out in the field. So yeah, guys, so far I've been very impressed with this machine. I really think I got my money's worth out of it so far. Do I think it's a 1,500 plus hour machine? Probably not, but I think 1,000 hours, 1,200 hours, I think you could get that out of it. Depending on how you take care of it, of course. You know, maintenance is key to all this type of equipment, especially if you're running it commercially. Yeah, the key to that also is having a dealer that will stand by you and will get you in and out and put you on top because you're commercial. Another attachment I bought with this was a 3-bin bagger, and anyone that's considering a bagging system, I would highly recommend the Husqvarna 3-bin bagger for this unit. It works great, picks up leaves, grass, no problem. Seems to hold a good amount with, I think it's a 9-bushel capacity. And the main thing I really like about it is it seals really well. I've been used to a lot of the John Deere bagging units, and they never really seem to seal well, and you'd get a lot of the debris flying out of the hopper. Well, with this unit, it doesn't really close a lot. It doesn't feel like it closes, but when you look back, it's sealed up real well. You don't see a lot of that debris flying out of the hopper, which can be annoying when you're trying to do a spring or fall cleanup on a property. So yeah, there she is, guys. If you have any other questions, leave them down in the comment section, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. If you like these type of videos, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thanks for watching, guys.